Hello and welcome to Flower Juice. Today we're going to look at our top five tips for good flower conditioning. So what are they? Well, first of all, we want to clean the stem of any material. We want to cut the stem. We want to put it into water that is clean in a clean vase with flower food. So let's go through that in one by one. So first of all, you've got your stems and they've just come in. So we've got a lot of material on the stem and we want to at least remove half of that, if not slightly more. If you've got any broken leaves, we want to take them off. So we just want to clean it. Now you can use scissors or you can use a knife. If you're using a knife, be careful. But this is also an opportunity with roses to remove any thorns. And a way to do that is just to run your knife down to take off the tip of the thorn. So we've cleaned our stem. So really when we're looking at a clean stem, we're wanting to make sure that there's no leaves or extra material that's under the water line. So that's point number one. Next point is to cut the stem. Now, there's different ways we can do that. We can use a knife, we can use secateurs, we can use scissors. The thing about scissors is they slightly crush the stem. So if you can use a knife, that's better. And what to do if you're going to use a knife is just hold it in your hand like this. So you're holding it with your fingers. Your thumb is not going anywhere near the knife. You're just going to pull with your arm. You're not doing anything with your fingers, you're just pulling with your elbow and your shoulder. So what we want to do is we want to cut about 2 inches off, or 3 or 4 centimetres up, and we want to cut at an angle. So we're wanting to give a nice big surface area that will be able to absorb water, and then we're going to place it into our water. So we've cut our stem, we've cleaned our material. Now, just talking about the vase, what we want is this vase, or whatever container you're going to do, whether it's a bucket, we want it to be clean. There's no point in going to the effort of, working on your material and then put it into a dirty bucket. So the vase or the container needs to be clean. And for the water, we want to add some flower food. And there's lots of different flower foods you can get. And it really depends on the material that you're using. You can use a universal one, which is good for most flowers. There are ones that are specific for spring flowers. This one, for example, is for Vanda orchids or Bouvardia. So if you have flower food, then please use it. And just as an interesting tip, if you want to make up water with flower food in it, you can always soak your foam into that as well. So we've got our flowers, it's in the water, it's got the flower food, and the last thing that we really need to look at is time. These flowers have come in, they've maybe been dry, they've maybe had a long journey. Before you arrange them or before you use them, you want to just let them have a good few hours, if not overnight, in the vase to actually condition. So when you hear about people talking about conditioning flowers, it's not just removing leaves and putting them in water, it's actually about giving them the time to get fully absorbed with water before you use them. So just to run over that, we're going to clean the stems, we're going to cut the stems at an angle, we're going to add flower food, we're going to use a clean vase, and we're going to give our flowers time. So that's our 5 top tips to flower conditioning. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to keep up to date with all our videos and designs. Thank you.